Hello and welcome to the Lidl Ladies National Football League. It's our second round here down in Aughrim, County Wicklow. It's the Division 3 meeting of Wicklow and Kildare today. So we'll just go through the team list now. We'll start with Kildare. In goals we have Brooke Dunn of Sarsfields. Number 2 we have Claire Sullivan of Carberry. Number 3 Laura Gilbert of Kildang and Early. Number 4 Mia Doherty of Leixlip. Number 5 Lauren Murta of Milltown. Number 6, Leisha Linehan of Kill. Number 7, Hazel McLaughlin of Eadstown. Number 8, Siobhan O'Sullivan, also of Eadstown. Number 9, Grania Keneally, also of Eadstown. Number 10, Orla Sullivan of Carberry. Number 11, Laura Curran of Milltown. Number 12, and the captain today, Grace Clifford of Eadstown. Number 13, Elaine Dowling of Suncroft. Number 14, Nessa Dooley of Castledermot. Number 15, we have Roisin Byrne of Sarsfield. Number 16, Dervla McGinn of Maynooth. Number 17, Molly Aspel of Kilcullen. Number 18, we have Rachel Cribben of Ballina. Number 19, we have Trina Duggan of Suncroft. Number 20, Kiva Fagan Hines of Kilcock. Number 21, Shauna Kendrick of Sarsfield. Number 22, Elaine Keogh of Sarsfield. Number 23, Michaela McKenna of Nafina. Number 24, Sarah Munnelly of Confey. 25, Claire Nugent of Salons. 26, Aoife Ratkin of Kappa. 27, Fiona Trout of Athy. 28, Eva Thurley of Leixlip. 29, Ciara Wheeler of St Lawrence, and also of St Lawrence is number 30, Gillian Wheeler. The manager there today for Kildare is Daniel Moynihan of Ballinasloe Club, and we have one change there to the starting Kildare team, and that is in replacement to number 10 there we have Aoife Ratkin starting number 26 there in replacement of Orla Sullivan. And as you can see, it's a beautiful day down here in Aughrim today. It's over 20 degrees down here. It's nice and cool up in the press office, but it's very, very warm out there today, so subs will be very important in this match. We'll bring in the Wicklow team now. So we have number 1, Loretta Gilbert of Tina Healy. Number 2, Emily Mulhall, also Tina Healy. Number 3, and captain today, Sarah Jane Winders of Baltinglass. Number 4, Lucy Dunn of St Patrick's. Number 5, Kate Hennessy, also of St Patrick's. Number 6, Alana Conroy of Bray Emmets. Number 7, Aoife Gillen, also of Bray Emmets. Number 8, Aoife Gorman of Tina Healy. Number 9, Niamh McGettigan of St Patrick's. Number 10, Laurie Ahern of Ayr Oak. Number 11, Sarah Delahunt of St Patrick's. Number 12, Rihanna McGettigan of St Patrick's. Number 13, Sinead McGettigan of St Patrick's. Number 14, Maeve Deany of Thomas Davis. Number 15, Marie Healy of Baltinglass. Number 16, Linda Dempsey of AGB. Number 17, Laura Hogan of Tina Healy. Number 17, Sarah Hogan of Tina Healy. And number 18, Laura Hogan of Tina Healy. Number 19, Clodagh Fox, St Patrick's. Number 20, Lorna Fuscreedy of Foxrock, Cabinteely. Number 21, Jessica Byrne-Nolan of Tina Healy. 22 is Shayna Gotlin of Tina Healy. 23 is Laura Clark of Carla. 24, Ella Park of Baltinglass. 25, Emily Hayden of Tina Healy. 26, Megan Healy of Ayr Oak. 27, Amy Burke of Vallymount. 28, Tara Costa of Clonagale. 29, we have Helena Dowling of Baltinglass. And number 30 there we have Ciara O'Brien of Baltinglass. Manager today is Mark Murnahan of Moorfield. We have one change to that Wicklow starting team there. And that is for number 5. We have number 17 starting of Tina Healy there. It's Sarah Hogan. This is the teams are just getting their final shots on there. The last few minutes of the warm-up. Not that they need much of a warm-up down here today. It's absolutely roasting. Wicklow are just getting their last few shots on there, and we've Kildare just gathered, having their last few words before the throw-in. It's great to see so many full panels and so many numbers of players that are ready to get involved. They'll need every single one of them today, as many as they can out there, fresh legs. Today's referee is Paul Burke. His umpires and silent crew just getting set up there now, so 5 minutes away approximately from throw in. Obviously with the current climate we can't have any supporters in today, but that doesn't mean that there's not any noise out in the pitch. There's plenty of noise coming from both Wicklow sides and the Kildare side. So if you have just joined us there, there's one change on either team. On the Wicklow team, number 5 Kate Hennessy is being replaced by number 17 Sarah Hogan, and on the Kildare team we've number 10 Orla Sullivan being replaced by Aoife Ratkin wearing number 26. Referee Paul Burke blowing the whistle there, trying to get the game ready to go. It's 3 minutes to throw in. Referee Paul Burke is inclined to get this game going. So as you can see there, Wicklow are playing right to left, Kildare left to right. Paul Burke just getting ready for the throw in. The last few seconds. And the ball is in. And Kildare have the ball and they're on the attack there. No player taking her on. Quick hand pass in, but it's blocked down by the Wicklow defence. Referee says a reach on the ground. And we have Aoife Ratkin there getting ready to take it, but change of mind there. And Ellen Dowling is lining up to give this quick kick pass in. Player has to dive to save that ball. She puts her body on the ground for it, but Ellen Dowling has it back and she's given the quick hand pass and there's a shot on there. That's an excellent score. Kildare will be happy to get the first point on the scoreboard. We have Wicklow trying to work it out of their defence. And we have captain there, Sarah Jane Winders, coming up on the left hand side of the pitch, looking for an option. She finds it in the middle of the pitch. Back to Sarah Jane. She's ploughing on, far from full back she is now, and she's driving it on to her half back there, Laurie Ahern. Wicklow still on the attack, mooching in and around the D there of the Kildare defence. Kildare keeping them out and they're doing well to do so. We have Hazel McLaughlin over the far side taking on that Wicklow player. Wicklow player is in need of support. She sends the ball down the line and it's a race time now down to the ball and Wicklow have it. Wicklow in an awkward enough position and the referee deems a free in for Wicklow. Wicklow lining up to take this free. As I said, it's at an awkward enough angle. And she goes for the shot. Just the left hand side and wide there for Wicklow. Kildare with the fast restart, but unfortunately it goes to the Wicklow players and they're on the attack and they're coming in on goal. Stands up and she takes a shot and it's just off the post and Kildare do very well to get rid of that. Statistically it'll come off the post or the crossbar twice in a match, and for Kildare they were lucky that it was off the post that time. Kildare are on the attack now down the middle of the pitch, send that long ball in as far as Roisin Byrne. Roisin Byrne takes it well, hands it off, and Kildare are coming at pace. They want a shot on the goal as well, and there's that second statistic of it hitting the crossbar. Another shot on goal there, but the Wicklow goalie does seriously well there and her defence are giving her a hand to get out. Referee Paul Burke awards a free. Kildare be frustrated now with that attempt. But then again, the Wicklow goalie did extremely well to block it and take it on. She was in full control there, and Wicklow are on the attack here in front of us. Sarah Della Hunt, and she's handing it off there down the middle to their cornerback, Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn passes it off to the other cornerback, Emily Mulhall, who sends it into the far corner there, straight into her teammates' hands, and she's on the attack and she's finding it difficult. There's a lot of Kildare players back and the shot on there. Excellent score from Wicklow. One apiece. Kildare go with their option of Lauren Murta, and Lauren is trying to work it out there. Hand passing, but that just hits off the player's back and into the hands of a Wicklow player. Referee says too much contact there, gives the free. Wicklow looking around, looking for options. Great run off the shoulder there, and there's an attack down the middle there with Alana Conroy. Alana Conroy still going. Referee says she's fouled. Wicklow stepping up now to take the free. Looks like Marie Keeley there lining up to take that one just inside the Kildare D. Maria Keeley with the shot. She sends that perfectly over the bar. 2 points to Wicklow. Kildare go with the short kick out. They're working it down through the hands of Grania Keneally. Grania still doing well to hold on to that, and she hands it off to Siobhan O'Sullivan. It's quick movement by Kildare trying to get it out of their own half. Grace Clifford there on the attack, sends it over to her free person over the far side. High ball sent in there into Roisin Byrne's hands. She sends another long ball in there. They're just in and around Wicklow D there, looking for an option or possibility of a shot. Kildare aren't panicking. That's into the hands of Aoife Rattigan, who sent it back then to Siobhan O'Sullivan. Kildare working the ball well there. Roisin Byrne looking for an option. She goes for the shot. High ball into the air. And that is a point for Kildare. Wicklow with the long ball out here to the left hand side of the pitch, and that spills. And the Wicklow player does extremely well to keep that ball in play. Kildare got a great turnover though, and that is Grace Clifford on the attack. Grace is on the attack at pace and nobody is coming near her. Now we've Ellen down with the opportunity for a shot there, but just over to the right hand side of the post there and wide. Loretta Gilbert looking for an option. Referee says hold up there for a second. Player seems to be coming off over the far side for Wicklow, looking for some sort of attention from the sideline crew, but the ball is still in play here. Wicklow are on the attack. The sideline person is calling that it was a sideline ball. Referee's not taking any notice. Oh, he has now. It's a Kildare ball. Bit of confusion there. The sideline ball was called, but the referee didn't notice. Kildare have the ball in the hands of Hazel McLaughlin. Hazel hands it off, and then we have Grania Keneally looking for options. She gives the ball to her midfield counterpart there in Siobhan O'Sullivan off, and over to Aoife Rattigan there wearing 26. Aoife's looking for options. She gives the hand pass in, and we've Roisin Byrne there, but Roisin is just fouled inside the D. Referee's looking for part of Kildare management to come out and have a quick assessment there. She got a bit of a knock. Referee is showing a card to the Wicklow cornerback there. Is he done? It looks like. Roisin Byrne is still down injured. She's just getting some treatment there from the sideline. Lara Curran is ready to take this free. Lara Curran stepping up now to take this free. Takes a shot. Just goes to the right hand side and wide, unfortunately, there for Lara. Pressure on Kildare has been shouted from the sideline. They'll know now that they'll have the advantage of being a player up, and we've Aoife Rattigan. She's on the attack and she takes a good pop at it, but it goes over to the left hand side and wide. Kildare now are going to be going at pace, knowing that they're that player up for the next few minutes. Wicklow will be looking to slow that right down. Loretta Gilbert now with the kick out, sends it over to her captain there, Sarah Jane Winders. Sarah Jane looking up, she gives it back off to Loretta Gilbert, who is quick with the hand pass to get that ball moving out of their half. Long ball down the sideline into the space. We've Lara Gilbert going to meet it over there from the Kildare side, and Kildare on the attack in the middle of the pitch. A high hand pass thrown into the middle of the air. There's 3 Wicklow players around that Kildare player, but they're doing well to get it out. Kildare on the attack. Grace Clifford now with the ball, still on the attack. Kildare still in possession, looking for an option. She finds an option. Roisin Byrne. Roisin is on the attack. She hands it off to Grace. Another hand pass great into Roisin, and Roisin hands it back to Grace. Grace is looking for an option. She's close and goes, but Wicklow just break it down. Wicklow management will be happy enough with now, with how the Wicklow defence are doing. Kildare get a hand in there, and they have the ball now again on the attack. Quick hand pass, and we've Ellen down in there in possession. She hands it off, and there's a possibility of a shot being taken there. Siobhan O'Sullivan sends it up into the air. It's just dropping and over the bar. Kildare are going to be looking to take advantage of it and keep the ball down in the Wicklow side. It's just a Wicklow player down there receiving treatment, but the ref says carry on. Sarah Hogan's just down injured now, receiving treatment. Referee says play away. Loretta Gilbert looking for an option. She sends it over the far side of the pitch. There's a tightly marked Wicklow player, and Grace Clifford takes that for Kildare, and Kildare are in possession. They're on the attack, moving at pace. Moves Siobhan O'Sullivan. Kildare still on the attack. And she hands it off to Sarah Rotkin, or Aoife Rotkin, apologies. Aoife goes with the shot. It's just to the left hand side and wide, unfortunately, there for Aoife. Kildare will really be looking to capitalise on these few minutes now, keeping that ball in the Wicklow defence. Sideline ball for Kildare. Kildare send it back just over the head of Grace Clifford, and Wicklow tidy it up there, and they're trying to work it out of their half. Rena McGadigan, she hands it off, and Wicklow are on the attack. They're just coming into the middle of the pitch. There's plenty of Kildare players there to meet them. A bit of an elbow, says the referee, and free for Wicklow. Kildare seems to be taking the approach of marking space rather than marking the player, and Wicklow have to work their way back. So they're down that one player. Wicklow send that ball in low, and they do well to retain possession. A quick hand pass in over, and Wicklow are in on the attack. It's coming into that danger territory, and there's a shot on there, and it's dropping just low and drops into the back of the net by all accounts. Kildare will be disappointed now with that. It was one of them chancy shots that worked out in Wicklow's favour. So it's 1-2 to 3 points now to Wicklow. Kildare working their way out there in the hands of Emily Mulhall. Hands it over to Grace Clifford. Grace Clifford looking for an option. She's coming in the middle of the pitch here. This is a Wicklow player for company. The referee says too much going on there. Grace wins the free. Kildare on the attack. On the attack, and Grania Keneally, but Grania leaves it just behind her, and we have number 4 there, Mia Doherty, coming on. She sends that ball into the full forward, Nessa Dooley. Nessa does really well to take it on. We still have cornerback Mia Doherty coming in, and she's in that dangerous territory. She's far from home from cornerback. She does well, and she wins a free up there. Free taker for Kildare there, Lara Cullen, stepping up to take this one. Lara Curran, apologies. Lara goes with the shot. Over to the right hand side and wide. Loretta Gilbert sends that ball straight down the middle. Quick hand pass off to the free Wicklow player that's over this side. She sends that ball just over the head of Grace Clifford. And we've Rena McGadigan gone, and she hands it past it off. Wicklow are still on the attack, but they're in the far corner now in that awkward position, like, trying to work their way back, and they are working their way back into a position of a possible score. They take that shot, but it just goes to left hand side and wide. Just taking a quick water break. And It'll be well warranted down here today, over 20 degrees. Quick snappy water break there, and Kildare and Wicklow are ready to get right back into it. Starting back down with the Kildare goalie. Sends it over to Grace Clifford. Grace Clifford turns and quick hand pass. Kildare begin their attack. Long ball in. Kildare do well to take that. That's Roisin Byrne. She sends a diagonal ball straight across over for Nessa Dooley. Nessa Dooley does well to hold on to that, and she looks for the shot. She takes the shot. And it seems to hold in the air for a few seconds, but it's just over to the left hand side and wide. Wicklow coming out with the defence goalie looking for options. She sends it over to our side of the house here, but Aoife Ratkin tries to get a hand on it. And there's a collision there in the middle of the pitch looking for that ball, and Gráinne Keneally is down injured as a result of it. The ball is still in play. Wicklow are still on the attack, and we have Hazel McLaughlin keeping that Wicklow player company. Sarah Delahunt now in possession for Wicklow. Wicklow still working their attack. Marie Keeley with hands on the ball at the minute. She sends it over. Doesn't spot the Kildare player that's waiting for it, and Kildare are on the attack. They're on the attack, and there's player receiving treatment over this side, and referee says over carrying. Wicklow on the attack, but it goes into the hands of the Kildare player again. Kildare looking to work that out, and Grace Clifford, she seems to be everywhere. She sends that ball, but it falls into the hands of a Wicklow player, and Wicklow are on the way out. That ball is just that bit too far for that Wicklow player. And Kildare are working their attack now. Roisin Byrne, low ball in. Ellen Dowling, hand passes in, leaves the ball right in front of Gráinne Keneally, but Wicklow have a bit to say about that. They don't want that ball anywhere near their side of the house, so they're working their way out. Hand pass and a quick kick pass, but just over the head of the Wicklow player, but she wins the break of the ball. Wicklow are on the attack, players off the shoulder. And that's their captain, Sarah Jane Winders again. She sends that ball into the middle of that danger zone, and it's a race against time for that ball. And Kildare goalie there, Brooke Dunn, comes out to meet it and does very, very well. Sends the ball flying, and Kildare are on the attack now over the far side. They're still on the attack, still in possession, but that ball is taken just in that occasion. But Aoife Radigan has the ball again. She sends a low ball in. Roisin Byrne, apologies, that's Ellen Dowling that's in possession. She hands it off to Aoife Rotkin. Aoife Rotkin looking for an option, but they're being met by a lot of Wicklow defence. Wicklow defence decide they're going to turn that ball over, and they're on the attack now. Sarah Jane Winders there. Quick hand pass off to Sarah Delahunt. Both sides of this game seem to be taking their time with their pass. They're making educated passes. There doesn't seem to be a sense of panic out there. Not yet, anyway. Marina McGettigan sends that long ball in. Wicklow are on the attack. Kildare are swarming around her, and Kildare do very well there. Hazel McLaughlin gets a hand to that, and she sends it back out the way to Aoife Radigan, and she hands it off. Still working their way out of the Kildare defence. Nasa Dooley there in possession. Still driving on. She still gets around them two Wicklow players. She's still driving on. She's going on the attack, and she gives a quick hand pass off. She gives another hand pass, and Nasa Dooley is on the receiving end. She goes for the shot. Just goes to left hand side and wide. Possible goal opportunity there for Nasa, but she's done a lot of the work there in that run. Just a Wicklow player down receiving treatment there. And in daylight today, it's very easy to be taking, or it's very difficult to be taking the hard hits out there. The Wicklow player is returning to play there. We've Loretta Gilbert lining up for the kick out. And number 4, Lucy Dunn, returns from her few minutes of a sin bin, and she takes that kick out, and she's doing well to work it out of her defence. She's taking on 2 Kildare players. Referee deems she was fouled. Free for Wicklow. Kildare reluctant to move out of the way. The ball is sent back to the goalkeeper there, Loretta Gilbert, and Loretta looks up for an option. Quick hand pass out to Sarah Jane Winders, and Winders sends it on. It's back to Winders, and she's looking for an option. Another hand pass there to Laurie Ahern, who sends it over here to Sarah Hogan. Sarah Hogan now with no one around her at the moment, looking for an option, keeping the head up. Sends that ball straight into that danger area that Wicklow have been trying to take over, and they're working it back. Wicklow still on the attack here. Referee's given advantage for those few seconds. Ball is sent up into the air. Referee pulls it back for the advantage. Marie Keeley from Wicklow there, lining up to take this free just outside the Wicklow D, or the Kildare D, should I say. She sends that high up into the air. It's just curling to the right hand side, and it's just gone wide there, unfortunately, for Marie. Kildare looking for a quick restart, looking for options. The ball is sent over this side of the house, but it's tidied up there by Laurie Ahern. Laurie gives a hand pass in there to Rena McGettigan. There's a shot on there, and it's up in the air over to the left hand side and wide. These shots on goal seem to dwindle in the air for a couple of seconds. We've Gráinne Keneally there on the attack from Kildare, trying to work it out of their own half. She does well. She gives the 1-2, and she's taking it in her stride there over the stand side. She hand passes it off to Grace Clifford. Grace is looking up for options as well. Sends that ball into Maeve Deaney, and Maeve is having a battle with her Wicklow counterpart. Wicklow do well there to turn that ball around. Sarah Jane Winders coming out, gives the ball to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn just spills it, but she recovers very, very well, and she's on the attack. She's on the attack. She's no easy option, but she leaves that ball right in front of Laurie Ahern. Laurie does well. She takes it on. She's Hayes McLaughlin there for company. Maeve Deany there with the attack. Wicklow still on the attack here. A hand pass over the tops of a few Kildare players, and Wicklow are on the attack. They have a goal opportunity and they send it exactly there. It's a goal for Wicklow. Goal there. Sinead McGettigan, number 13 there of the Wicklow side of things. Kildare on the attack, but Wicklow do well to turn it over. On the back of that goal now, they'll be well enthusiastic about another attack. Wicklow looking for options. Quick hand pass there off to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn sends a long ball over the free player over that side, and that is Emily Mulhall from corner back. She's all the way up in the Kildare defence. It's a shot there by Marie Keeley, but that's blocked down by the Kildare defence. Kildare are looking to work their way out. They've plenty of Wicklow players for company. Grania Keneally there, handed out to Grace Clifford, who hands it back to Grania. Grania looking up for an option. She finds one there, and Aoife Rodigan looking for the next move. Siobhan O'Sullivan there, long kick in. A battle there for that ball. Roisin Byrne goes in to meet the Wicklow player, but referee says free for Wicklow. Ball is sent back there. Wicklow on the attack just in the middle of the pitch, but they're working it back into their own defence there. Sarah Jane Winders on the attack. She gives it to Lucy Dunn. Lucy Dunn hands it off. They're patiently playing this ball. Laurie Ahern takes it. Laurie's been doing well there, carrying the ball up in that side of the pitch. And Wicklow are on the attack, pulling away from the Kildare players, but that ball is left into the space and spills out over the end line. Referee's blown the whistle. Quick kick out there by the Kildare players. Grania Keneally after Siobhan O'Sullivan, her midfield counterpart, who sends it up to Aoife Rodigan. Aoife Rodigan looking for an option. She's been tightly marked there by Emily Mulhall. Ellen Dowell in there on the attack for Kildare. She's been met with a lot of Wicklow players, but Ellen's still in possession. She's looking for an option. She doesn't want to take it too quickly. Aoife Rodigan takes it. She looks up. She looks like she's going to take the shot, but then she's met with too many Wicklow players. They hands it off to Roisin Byrne. Roisin Byrne hands it back in. Kildare still on the attack, just around the Wicklow D. Hands it back to Maeve Deany, or to Nessa Dooley, sorry. Roisin Byrne in possession. Referee says too much in that, and free for Kildare. Roisin Byrne for Kildare taking this one. Substitute there on the Kildare team, number 29 it appears to be. Keir Wheeler. Coming in there possibly for Ellen Dowling. We'll confirm that now in 2 minutes. And there's a shot taken there by Kildare, and they popped that one over. It's the first score for Kildare in several minutes. They'll be looking to keep it down the Wicklow half now and get that streak going that they had earlier on. Wicklow with the kick out, and they send it over the heads of a few players, and there's a battle on the ground for it, and Kildare come away the winner of that. Referee says that there's too much pulling going on. Kildare get that free, and they have Gráinne Keneally on the attack with it. She hands it off to her midfield counterpart Siobhan O'Sullivan, who's still on the attack. Grace Clifford now hand passing Loom quick. Aoife Rattigan with the shot. That shot just dwindles over to the left hand side. Well, Kildare will be happy to be keeping it down the Wicklow defence. They've had a few too many wides that they'll be kicking themselves for. Substitution coming on there for the Wicklow side of things. Lucy Dunn being replaced there. Big collision there in the Wicklow kick out, and a Kildare player down injured. Roisin Byrne lining up to take this one. She looks for the pass rather than the shot, and that pass is taken very well. Shot on there off both posts and out of the Kildare defence. That last shot nearly defied physics really, with the bouncing off both posts, and referee Paul Burke says we'll take a break half time. The half time score there is 2-2 to Wicklow. 4 points to Kildare. You're welcome back to the second half of this Division 3 clash between Wicklow and Kildare. Referee Paul Burke calling for a ball there. He wants to get this game going. The ball is thrown in. And the break is won there by Wicklow, and Wicklow are on the attack. Looking up, they've Niamh McGadigan there in possession. Niamh sends a low ball in there into Marie Keeley. Marie hands it off there to Maeve Deaney, and Maeve just getting tackled on the solo. Bit of a push. The referee says free in for Wicklow. Wicklow lining up now to take this free. Just over to the right hand side and wide. Sinead McGadigan there. Goalie goes to take that kick out, but referee has his back completely turned to the game, so I'm going to presume he meant to stop the game with that whistle, and the players did not hear him. But that free that was taken by Sinead McGadigan was extremely close to the post there, so I don't know if the referee is consulting his umpires on that basis or what the call may be, but he's bringing that kick out back anyway. He's having a quick word with his lines person there. A lot of debate over whether that ball was over or not over. There's a ball still on the ground on the pitch, so referee says we'll try that again. Poor Brooke Dunn now is getting 2 footballs kicked in at her. She's going to go and take this kick out. Wicklow out marking the space. Brooke looking for some sort of an option. She sends it over the head. Too much pushing going on already. Free in for Wicklow according to the ref. Rena McGadigan's lining up to take that. She sends that ball right into the corner there. Maeve Deaney there in possession. She's Laura Gilbert for company. The hand pass is given, but it's gone awry, and the ref says her arm is being pulled during it. Maeve Deaney with the free now. Deaney looks like she's going to take this one off the ground. That's the right option for her too. Sailed over the bar there. Right for Wicklow. Ball goes straight down the middle there into the hands of the Kildare player there, Ciara Wheeler. Hands it off to Aoife Radigan, sends that long ball in. The ball is just broken in the air there between Nasa Dooley and Wicklow's Emily Mulhall has possession now. She's handed off to her captain Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane is back in possession after quick hand pass, and Sarah Della Hunt back to Sarah Jane. Another quick hand pass, and Wicklow are on their way out. Ball is switched in there to Sarah Delahunt coming down the middle. Sarah's looking for an option. She sends it right over our side of the pitch. The ball is just going out to the sideline. That Wicklow player, Marie Keeley, does extremely well to keep it in, and Marie's on the attack now. She has Claire Sullivan there for company. Ball is on the ground, dirty ball there, and it's plucked up by Maeve Deany. Maeve is now on the ground though. Marie Keeley with the ball. She's somewhat pushed and she lands on the ground, and Kildare tidy it up, and there's hard tackle in there by Sinead McGettigan. Referee says too hard, gives him the free. Siobhan Keneally with the free. Ball now in the hands of Grace Clifford. Grace sends a low ball in there. Wicklow tidy it up and send it over to the players into the space, but Gráinne Keneally there is ready to meet it. Kildare are on the attack. We've Ciara Wheeler on the attack there. That sub that came in earlier on in the game. Gráinne Keneally again hands it back off. Ball is kicked in low. Kildare still in possession. Grace Clifford now with the quick hand pass. That is a shot on, and it's off that crossbar again. Another shot on, well blocked. The ball is on the ground, and there's a bit of war for it. Referee just having a consultation there with his umpires over the goings on of what happened there. Well, the scoreline shows a 5-point margin. The game that we're watching in front of us seems to be very 50-50 in sense of possession and the attacks, but Kildare have kicked several wides throughout the game, so they'll have to capitalise on their shots now in the next few minutes. But Wicklow are on the attack. Kildare just have to worry about defence for the next few minutes. Referee says too much pull in there, and it's a free given. Wicklow with the free, they turn it back to Sarah Jane Winders. Sarah Jane is passing it back to Sarah Hogan. Wicklow still on the attack, but a big tackle in there by Grace Clifford, but referee says too much foot involved there. It's a free for Wicklow. Wicklow management are calling for them to slow it down. Referee is taking the name of Grace Clifford for that tackle there. And it's a card for Grace Clifford. Unfortunately, she's been playing a huge role there in the Kildare setup, so that's very unfortunate for Kildare now that they'll be without her for those few minutes. Wicklow are on the attack now. They're in that danger zone. They're in the D of the Kildare defence, and they're going and they're not stopping. They take that shot, and that is over the bar there for Wicklow. 4 points. Quick kick out there by Kildare into the hands of Gráinne Keneally. Gráinne Keneally over the far side hands it off there to Louise Lenihan. Back to Grace. Grace hands it back to Hazel McLaughlin. The ball is moving very quickly here. High ball in there. There's a few Wicklow players standing spare. And Wicklow tidied that up there in their only defence. Sarah Jane Winders looking for options. Sarah Hogan back to Sarah Jane Winders. She sends that long ball over into the space looking for Maeve Deany. Maeve's looking to beat it to the sideline. Wicklow still in possession. Wicklow on the attack now, and Kildare doing everything they can to get in the way of that. That ball just drops in. The Kildare goalie there, Brooke Dunn, does well under that pressure, and she gets it out there to Gráinne Keneally, and Gráinne sends it up the line. Aoife Radigan coming in now. Quick ball on the ground. She's going to try and save it from the sideline, but unfortunately the flag was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's a Wicklow ball there. Wicklow in possession now. working out of their own half, switching direction over the far side of the pitch. Hayes McLaughlin there, but that ball just spills out to the side. Kildare ball. Kildare on the attack there, they send that ball in. They're looking for options, looking for someone to be able to take the shot. They do take that shot, and that shot is gone over there for Kildare, and they'll be happy to be making some difference on the scoreboard. Wicklow are on the attack, and defence are calling for someone to go and mark that player over the far side. Wicklow are on the attack, and they're on the attack at pace, and Kildare defence is dwindling, and that ball is just kicked, and Brooke Dunn was ready to meet it, but it has gone out to the left hand side and wide. And Dunn now with the quick kick out into the hands of Siobhan O'Sullivan. Siobhan giving the quick hand pass. Hayes McLaughlin, who sends that ball over the top and into Roisin Byrne, but it's tidied up there by Sarah Jane Winders, and she gives the quick hand pass out to Niamh McGettigan. Niamh looking up, hand pass in the middle of the pitch there. Sarah Hogan on the attack as she sends it over just one more time there to Aoife Gillen. Aoife Gillen has it on the ground and she's looking for an option. She finds one back to Sarah Hogan. Wicklow's aim at this stage would be to hold on to possession as much as they can. They'll get their scores if they hold on to it. And we have Alana Conroy there from Wicklow ploughing up the middle of the field. She gives it to Maeve Deaney, and Maeve has a hand pass over. Wicklow still on the attack. The tackle was too much, says the ref, and it's a free. Kildare are a player down at the minute, so to be putting themselves back on the scoreboard is a huge feat for them at this moment in time. Maeve Deaney now with the free over the far side of the pitch. Sends that ball in very high. Kildare players are surrounding it, waiting to meet it, and Kildare do well to tidy that up. Quick hand pass in here from Kildare, and they're on the attack. Siobhan O'Sullivan on the attack here, looking for an option, trying to get her way past the Wicklow defence, which has proven slightly more difficult than anticipated. Gráinne Keneally now. Gráinne bursts past the defence, and she's on the left hand side. She's looking like she's going to put herself in position for a shot, but the referee says she's put under too much pressure there. Roisin Byrne stepping up to take this free, just inside the D there of the Wicklow half. She takes that shot and she throws it over the bar. Kildare will be pushing now to keep the ball down that side and keep them scores just ticking over. Wicklow goalie being put under pressure for time there, and that ball is kicked into the hands of Gráinne Keneally, who sends that ball into Roisin Byrne, who just took that free. Roisin is looking, she's going for goal by the looks of things. And there's a shot on there, but it's blocked, but still goes over the bar for Kildare, and Kildare now are driving on. That 5-point margin is just closed down to 3. Kildare will be looking to keep that pressure on. That Wicklow goalie is under pressure. She sends the ball into the middle and she gets it down. Referee says over carrying for Wicklow. Last couple of moments have been working in Kildare's favour. Wicklow seem to be well aware of how to slow down a game. They're bringing in a sub now as well. The excitement was building there over the last couple of moments with a few Kildare scores. Number 2, Emily Mulhall, is coming off there for Wicklow, and she's had a superb game. Number 22 there in for Emily Mulhall. We'll get you that name in 2 seconds. Kildare on the attack. And they're going for a shot. Eva Radigan. And that is an excellent score. That's exactly what Kildare management will be looking for now from Kildare. See how they react to... See how they're reacting now to the margin that was in play. It's a quick water break now, and that substitute there for Emily Mulhall was number 22, Shanna Gothelian from Tina Healy. That water break will be well warranted now. The last few moments have been getting extremely heated from both sides of the pitch. Kildare will be happy to be going in after that hat-trick of points there. Just resuming to play now after that water break. 2-point margin now in this game, where the scoring had dwindled. Although the play was excellent by both teams here, the scoring had dwindled a little bit, but Kildare would be the better of the last few moments there, where they've put together 3 points one after another, and they'll be looking to do the same now with this kick out. And Grania Keneally, she just seems to be in receipt of all them kickouts there. That ball is into Roisin Byrne. Roisin Byrne looking for an option. She finds one back to Grania. There's a hand pass just over the far side there. Shot on. Shot, unfortunately, just off the post there for Kildare. Sarah Jane Winders, full back there, looking to try and work it out. She finds an option there. Niamh Gillen sends it off. And that ball is met there. Hazel McLaughlin gets a hand to it, but Wicklow are still on the attack, and they have Rena McGettigan there in possession. Referee gives Rena a free there, just pull of the arm. The ball is switched the other direction, coming down the middle of the pitch there now. We have Niamh McGettigan, who hands it off to Aoife Gillen. Aoife Gillen driving on over that far side. She's met with a few Kildare players. Sarah Jane Winders coming now to push that ball on and get it out the Wicklow side. Wicklow are moving at pace now and send that long ball in there. Maeve Deany now in possession, looking for an option. She hands it off. Wicklow are still dancing over the far side of the pitch, looking to work that ball in. And it's this stage of the game where the moments of madness tend to kick in. So Wicklow will be looking to retain their lead. Kildare will be doing everything to tighten it up. Wicklow send a low ball into their free player. There's a shot on here, and the shot comes off the crossbar. Maybe my statistics were completely wrong earlier on. There have been numerous points coming off the crossbar and the post today. I think it was Mark Twain that said statistics were the third form of lies. Sideline ball there now. Ball for Wicklow, and Wicklow will be strolling up now to take this ball. Referee wants the play to continue. Discussions there with the lines person. There seems to be a substitute coming in now. Referee, I don't know if he's allowing the substitute to come on or if he's looking for that card that was or that player that was sin binned earlier. Seems to be numerous bits and pieces going on over the far side of the pitch. Wicklow anyway with the sideline ball, looking for options. Referee still is adamant there's something going on there on the sideline. And Wicklow again for the third time with that sideline ball. They're on the attack. Another free there for Wicklow, and they send that ball in. It's dangerously close there to the end line. Wicklow are looking to retain possession and work it back out to get some sort of a scoreable position. They won't find it over in that corner. They send that ball back and they're working it around. Wicklow still on the attack here. Kildare aren't making it anyways easy for them. Wicklow still looking to get into that position. They give that quick hand pass. And maybe they've had a taste of scoring goals. Maybe that's what they're aiming for, but they're moving it, and management over the far side are getting impatient, and the referee says that was a throw ball. Seems to be all different sorts of codes going on here between the lines person and the referee. And Kildare with this free to work it out. Send it back and over the head of a Wicklow player into the hands of Grace Clifford, who's just returned into the play. Kildare were lost without her there for a little while, but they did rack up a few points while she was gone, so she'll come to make her mark on it now, and she is going on the attack there, and she's still going, still in possession. She hands it off, and there's a shot on there, and it is curling, but just off the tips of the Wicklow goalkeeper's fingers, and it's out to the right hand side and wide. Grace will be looking to make a stamp now on this game after being out for the few minutes. 45 there. Great. Granny Keneally trying to take it at about 100 miles an hour. Referee says that's far too quick, and referee's not too impressed. Gran is aware of how little time there is left. Referee is taking a few different names now at this stage, and Gran is getting ready to take this one. She's looking for an option. The referee is now bringing it up. Again, 3 times the charm now for Kildare. Roisin Byrne stepping up to take it this time. Maybe Grania was having a little less luck than Roisin there with that 45. Roisin won't be rushed now anyway. She's taking her time. Referee's making sure all is in order before she kicks it. Roisin with the shot. That's dropping and into the back of the Wicklow net by the looks of things, but there's no flag raised at this moment in time. Referee is coming in to consult player down injured in the goals. That is the Wicklow goalie. There's a lot going on there in them 2 seconds where that ball was dropping into the goal, so it'll be interesting to see what the referee has decided, and the umpires as well. Referee just checking in there, making sure that the goalie, Rada Gilbert, is okay. And it's a goal. The goal is allowed. Kildare back in business now. That may or may not be the game changer there. Excellent ball was taken by Roisin Byrne, and Kildare on the attack on the back of that goal. They'll be driving, and Nessa Dooley just down injured there momentarily, but she's rolled around. She's got back up. No time for injuries, says Nessa. Kildare lining up now to take this free. Encouraging players to come forward. There's that shot is on. It's just over the net there. Kildare will be delighted with that point. It went and it hit the net and it came back over, and it looked like the ball was still in play, but it was not. Wicklow will be looking to put a score on the scoreboard. It's been several moments now since they've scored. And they seem to be doing just that. They're on the attack and coming at pace. Wicklow are meeting them at every ball. Grace Clifford there looking to get involved, and the referee giving a free for Wicklow, and Kildare looking to put the pressure on now, not letting them away easily. Kildare have worked hard to get that lead back, so Wicklow are still on the attack. They're just flirting with the outskirts of the Kildare defence. Aoife Gorman on the attack here. Wicklow still on the attack, and they're going in for goal now after that, and they're going, and just over the left hand side and wide. Dissatisfaction over the far side there with the Wicklow management on their player being pulled down. A lot of dissatisfaction going on over that sideline. The ball is still in play, and Wicklow are looking to work it back over towards the Kildare defence to get some sort of a shot on, as Sarah Jane Winders, full back, is coming up here to take it with her. The captain is standing up to carry her team with her. Laurie Ahern still going as she's on the attack, and she's lining it up. She turns and gives it back to Sarah Delahunt. Sarah in an awkward position now. She has Gráinne Keneally just on her shoulder. She's in that far corner. Wicklow still on the attack. Quick hand pass in. It's very well received. The Wicklow players find themselves absolutely surrounded by the Kildare defence, and Kildare tidy up that ball. That ball is in extremely high and over the head of that player, and it's a 50-50 chance there. Race against time between the players. The referee says too much pulling and dragging there. Free for Wicklow. It's taken very quickly. Wicklow still on the attack, handing it off. Sarah Jane Winders there, full back, attacking full back, we might call her. Wicklow give a short ball in there, but Kildare come away the better of it. Gráinne Keneally gives it to an unassuming Hayes McLaughlin, who hands it off to Grace Clifford, and Grace is taking it on. Kildare on the attack over the far side of the pitch. Aoife Rattigan there with the ball, but she was taken down in that moment. It's free for Kildare. Kildare with that long ball in there. Just that danger zone of the Wicklow goals, but Wicklow are waiting and ready. Wicklow working that ball out. Spilled on the ground there, and it's Kildare players trying to capitalise on it, but the referee says too much going on there. Free out for Wicklow. And that free is moved up. Bit of reluctance by the Kildare team there over the free, but Wicklow turn and send it back to Sarah Jane Winders, who's having a stormer back there, and she's playing up front as well. She's not just remaining back in the full back line. She seems to be everywhere. That is a sideline ball there for Kildare. It's a 50-50 ball there, and it comes off one of the Wicklow players, and that ball is spilled down onto the ground and takes two players out of it, and the Kildare player puts her body on the line, but she comes out the worse for it. It's free against her, and she's down injured momentarily. Wicklow with the free. They have Sarah Delahunt with the ball. She sends it over here, and we have number 22 there for Wicklow, and she's on the attack. She's looking up. There's nobody around her. She's working it into that danger zone, into Sarah Delahunt's hands, who works it back to Niamh McGettigan. Niamh sends it in. Kildare are doing everything in their power to get a block, and they do get some sort of a block on it, and Brooke Dunn comes out with it, and she gives it off to Hazel McLaughlin, and Hazel McLaughlin's still in possession. They're trying to work it out of their defence without spilling that ball. She's under a bit of pressure there, and she hands it back to one of her other defenders. We've Grania Keneally now looking to set it straight, and there's a touch off the Wicklow player. Kildare are awarded the free. It's getting to the stage of the game now where everyone is tired, but everyone is somewhat demented to try and get a score. With the Wicklow substitution there. It's a day like today that you need the substitutes, as many as you can get. Kildare with the free into the hands of Grace Clifford. Grace looking for options. She gives it off to Aoife Rattigan. Aoife Rattigan on the attack. Mia Doherty, apologies. And Kildare on the attack. Hands it back to Mia Doherty, corner back, but she's coming. She's one of them attacking backs as well. It seems to be something that is instilled into Kildare defence at this minute. Wicklow have turned it over there, and they're on the attack themselves. That off the shoulder running here, but Kildare doing their best to intervene with Wicklow's pace, but Wicklow are coming and they're still attacking. Ball is sent in, and it's a hand has got to it by a Kildare player, but there's a bit of a struggle as to who has the possession. Wicklow come away with it. Referee's giving a free in for Wicklow. Wicklow will be under no illusion that they have to get this score to get themselves back into the game. Maeve Deeney lining up to take this one. She's going to take them off the ground, but changes her mind. The ball is exactly on the line of the D, and she takes it off the ground. She sends somewhat low ball over the heads of a few players, but Kildare come away the winners there. Referee says too much pulling and dragging. Free out for Kildare. Low ball given to Grania Keneally. Grania driving on there over the far side of the pitch, looking to work it out of her defence. Wicklow management calling for steps, but the Kildare player was under too much pressure. She wasn't able to take a play, so it's free for Kildare, and Grania sends it back to Brooke Dunn, the goalie. He's looking for a change of direction, presumably. It's a low ball on the ground. Kildare will be looking to get it out of their half, and Aoife Rattigan gets a quick hand pass and sends that low ball then over to Roisin Byrne, but there's a Wicklow player there to meet her, and Roisin tries to get a touch with the boot, but the ref gives a free away for having her foot included in the tackle. Wicklow are on the attack, and they're coming in that danger zone, and it seems to be one Wicklow player, but they get the shot, and that is over the bar for Wicklow. 11 points to Wicklow there. Kildare sitting with that 1 point margin at 12 points. There's a lot of pressure being put on Brooke Dunn here to get this one right. It's a long ball straight down into the hands of Aoife Rattigan, and Kildare on the attack. Brooke Dunn did get that one extremely right. That ball is in play over the far side on the attack. Kildare know that there's only a point in between them. And that scoreboard is way more accurate of the game that we've seen all day. Wicklow have it turned over. And Shinay. Referee Paul Burke has just blown it up there, and as we just said, 2 goals, 5 points to Wicklow. 1 goal, 9 points to Kildare. Kildare's are the winners here of this Division 3 meeting between Wicklow and Kildare. And a tremendous day here in Aughrim, in the county grounds of Wicklow. Kildare will be going home happy after that performance.